We want to see as much action as possible, and it's a lineup that, well, we've already seen in the hands of BetBoom before, right, Avery? I mean, it's pretty much the exact same lineup they won with before.
Yeah, deja vu.
Yeah.
Yesterday come today. One of the best counters to Meatball has been Force Staff over all the patches. It debilitates a lot of the hero in the fight. He has to re-chase you. It's not a super mobile hero.
The Ogre! It's going to slam him! It's going to stop the TP and save! Will gladly collect the first blood.
Well, definitely a slow start here for G2.iG. G2.iG make the support rotations to secure power rooms. The supports they have, they're going to rotate very
Level
early.
2 silencer isn't going to add that much damage, but he does have the blood grenade to be able to slow down GPK, but now he's going to get pulled back into not only towers, but the Bramble as well. He will die. The continued rotations of Boboka do manage to land the kill on the Storm Spirit, but the damage is done. Nothing to say. Was hoping to turn this laning phase around by getting the kill first.
I guess I'm only really worried about NTS here. Like, does he want to get involved in these skirmishes as BetBoom just bring the numbers bottom?
Long jump over, going for JT. JT cannot get his meepo out in time.
The Bard are certainly not matching this kind of firepower, so he gets caught again.
Missed the crush this time around. GPK able to dive out of it, but either way, feels like he was doomed from the get-go.
I mean, it sounds like a lot, but you know, 5K net worth on this Phoenix, not out of the question in the next 15 minutes here if the game keeps progressing in
Boboka does manage to get his heal off with the magic damage burst of the Bedlam, and Toronto Tokyo adding, to get the Culling Blade on top of that. Pure shows up with his Blink Dagger, which it shouldn't really be a surprise that he has it now, that timing, he's been free farming. In fact, he's been more than free farming because he's been farming lane creeps. Boboka gonna be found here. Spotted. But then lost sight of him again.
I mean, surely they
Okay, Pure spots him now. And they should be able to get him eventually here. They'll take the Bedlam to do it, but then they'll get another chop. Yeah, Pure just making sure he doesn't get outplayed once the stack.
Oh, NTS finds a little pick off here.
Hey, there's something for G2.iG to work with, and another bit of intelligence for Xnova.
That's the loudest the crowd's been in the entire game.
Yeah.
The random pick off for NTS. Neepo, but he's going to find BetBoom here.
This could be very good for G2.iG.
That should be a 3 pick off.
Catches only the Dark Willow there. Certainly would have been nice to be able to get the axe as well, but save will be the victim of another intelligence steal for the silencer and another kill for G2.iG.
Not the shard they wanted here, but the one you'll take.
Well, a little bit more intelligence steal.
Oh, if you start getting the in-steals, it does feel nice.
Uh-oh, BetBoom, and they misread it again. The self-fuels. Oh, God. He's going to...
Wait for it. Why not? Better than dying.
You know what? BetBoom didn't die this time doing a Tormentor. I'm going to say that's a win. They're getting better at it.
That is a win, yeah.
They're getting better at it.
Gradual improvement. Downside is you're getting smoke ganked right now.
Yeah, they don't know it, but they're going into a BetBoom team that does not have Supernova. Not a great way to respond to this gank.
And that is Pure going down before he gets to that BKB. So Pure does have his BKB now, so these initiations are not as easy until, I guess, like a Hex comes out way later, or you get your double Scotty going, which it will be double Scotty between Monet and JT here.
They're going to be able to chain this.
Oh,
it's going to be
JT's
hard. Monet, he's going to be able to get the call. Then the follow-up terrorize intercepted by the global silence and a beautiful initiation from G2.iG. Monet's going to be okay. And JT, he's going to find several heroes off of this one. They're still going to fight it out, though. Nightfall, he's beating down one of those meeples, almost dying. Does manage to cycle it out decently. He still has a little bit more time left on the Aegis. That's why BetBoom backed away from that fight. They wanted to see if they could get the Meepo as the Aegis was expiring.
Yeah, that was very close. Like, every aura for Meepo is an even bigger deal, right? That's why I pointed out. Just getting anything for this hero that goes on all the different Meepos feels so good. There'll be another attempt at a kickoff by who on who. Actually, JT in trouble here.
Yeah, Meepo, they're all going to show up, but the stuns.
That was very close.
Yeah, that was a very close call to being... I mean, even if he does manage to get off the Mega Meepo, his team was pretty far away.
But he can't really get here this easily.
No, there's no Tier 1 tower to get to, so G2.iG, they're going to be playing this
They do
4 versus 5 for the most part.
They have an amp damage rune on Monet, so if you're missing a core, this is one way to make up for it.
He's going to buy back now. They already got the initiation onto the silencer. No global silence in this fight.
No buyback for Xnova. That is a costly misstep here, and it's JT trying to go through the gate. That's how he's going to get to this fight. But they're going to see it coming.
Yeah, and he's going to be going straight into an axe. That
It's going to have to be the jump from NTS. This butterfly rise from Nightfall. Monet is going to have to make use of this amp damage.
and they're going to take it. Manage to get the immediate
Not
rush.
time.
Of course, they're going to pull
that
it.
burn.
Hey, they do manage to get the storms here right away, but can they get away from the supernova? They're jumping into the stun, and it's looking nasty. Monet is already low. Pure goes to the top and does manage to get him. JT, now he's going to have to clean up this fight for himself. There's just no chance this Meepo can stand toe-to-toe against Nightfall. He'll collect 1 or 2 kills, maybe. Digs himself into the ground. Thunder goes out immediately. The call follow-up from Pure is there.
Disastrous buyback here from G2.iG as they commit a little too late on that pit. The crush was not in time.
Toronto Tokyo still holding on to the banner, interestingly enough.
Yeah, I noticed that. And he's going to use it for the push. This is, I think, one of the better cases for it. Just drop your creep that you want to push in with, and they caught
Terrorize pulling back the Meepo. Oh, he managed to dig underground. He's still going to come back to make a Meepo. He's going to be in trouble, and he chops that one down.
Way too much single target burst.
G2.iG, they were trying to get some sort of, like, setup there on the high ground, but
JT just out in the open. I mean, again, another misstep, right? Like, why give BetBoom an opening like that? And it'll signal an easy high ground for Nightfall here as he'll get the glyph, and I don't think G2.iG want to fight into this without the Meepo. You can poke, but cannot stop the Terrorblade here as Pure will force the jump.
yeah, they recognize this Enchantress is the biggest problem for Nightfall, and Pure cuts him down with no buyback there. Slaughter's going to be up next. No buyback there either. BetBoom. They might just be ending the game right here, right now.
What could have been just 1, maybe 2 lanes is turning into perhaps the game here as they catch Monet.
Monet next with the Thunder. There's the call.
Oh, these combinations working beautifully for BetBoom here. As Monet, he went from 0-0-0 to 1-2-0, and this game's just over. This game, it was very slow, very disciplined from G2.iG, but you got to pull something together at some point. It just never got there. And for BetBoom, they just ride this Terrorblade's net worth all the way to the finish line. Absolutely none at all, and a perfect game from Nightfall. 0 deaths on the Terrorblade. G2.iG unable to pressure him at basically any point.
Well, that's the hope anyway. G2.iG, then maybe they figured out a draft to crack BetBoom, and they're going to do it off of, well, some of the same patterns we've seen from them before. Nothing to say is going to be playing another melee mid laner.
But this Lifesteal matchup is not as bad as it used to be with changes to all this and how much you can get in there with the extra BKB duration. And once more, X-Nova just feeling the pain in this match. Just missing some Sentry boots will come in though. Maybe did not see it or did not expect it.
Managed to get the silence on him, nothing to say. He tries to get off the enchant totem, and he does, but it's not enough damage.
What you wouldn't do for an Echo Slam right there. Get the extra totem hits in. They're gonna gank him again.
Shot pushing him into the Storm Spirit, fresh from the fountain. A second kill on nothing to say. They are getting way too much out of these lanes now, just like game 1.
That was way too casual.
They will be in a prime spot to punish.
G2.iG looking for these kills so they can get the levels for the support.
Boca from behind is going to hit the disables. So Pure, slowed down, very tanky, but should eventually die with no TP rotations coming in.
Big pickup.
Meanwhile, in mid lane,
looking for the punish.
Primal Beast is going to be able to jump out of Toronto Tokyo, but again, so tanky here, and they actually ignore him. Go for the Earthshaker into the back line. Again, this Earthshaker. Punished time and time again by GPK plus 2 supports.
That could be very successful at the same time, like we saw last game. I feel like BetBoom are kind of happy farming unless you find
Do they have enough stuns with JT joining in, and they actually had the Finger of Death as well. So, G2.iG finally managed to make a successful move here. It'll get them a tower as well. BetBoom, who are already making the rotation up to top, will trade.
A little morale boost.
It's true. Monet's also getting more active, no longer 0-0-0.
That is also true.
Now 0-0-2.
Right.
Nothing to say, though. His game is not getting any easier.
I think they could get aggressive with some Infest in the Storm Spirit. I think they can up the map pressure. They're just kind of choosing to play it more conservatively. Maybe it's a factor of like they just don't think G2.iG is going to beat him in the later fights. Even if it's a less ideal way to do it, they're going to get jumped.
Straight up back. Oh, is it going to be enough? The Infest is coming in time. JT goes slams through it. Is the damage enough? It is. They finally managed to finish it up, but the Earthshaker died for that, and JT can't get anybody else off of this. In fact, he's going to be in a little bit of danger here. Have to slow down the damage of save. Boboka's there to help. You could see BetBoom was ready for that. They had the Kaya Sanj complete for the Storm Spirit too, but too much damage, too many disables.
That is a ridiculously close chain stun from the charge out from JT.
Oh, and JT with his invis will find Toronto Tokyo.
Another nice pickup.
Stepping a little too far forward. He actually had a killing spree.
They'll find a little bit of an opening, and JT caught out mid. Which is very casual, but I think he's dead.
Sitting on the low ground, he got greedy to finish up his BKB. He did buy it out before he dies. Bottom lane though, or top rather, they have the Infest gank. They do have an impale, but the Lifestealer already raged up. He's able to finish the kill. Now they're gonna look for Xnova, who is already making a run for it. Dive it away deeper and deeper onto BetBoom's side of the map. He'll be found eventually though.
So now the aggression's starting to pick up. It will be a tier 2 bottom. At least you get something off this move. Not the worst.
And
you're
back to
gearing up for Roche
too.
Yeah.
BetBoom.
Here's the big question. Can you force Roshan here?
Yeah, it would be surprising to me that BetBoom would let this go twice.
If I'm G2.iG, I think I'm just forcing it because you're not going to get the team fight you want on the map. This will force BetBoom into you, which is, you know, in theory going to give you a very good egg in Sunray.
Yep.
And it's an Echo Slam area for NTS. This is going to be close. BetBoom know this is happening. They are smoking fast. GPK can jump the pit here. He is infested. Solar Guardian can come down. So everybody for BetBoom can be instantly in the pit if they get there in time.
They're wrapping all the way around here. BetBoom in their caution.
He has to jump. He has to
May miss
jump
this
soon.
opportunity. They're getting a little information. Roshan just about to die, and the zip is just not going to come in fast enough. He jumps in after the Echo. Now immediately gets slammed up by the Echo Slam. The Thunder goes out as well, but the damage isn't coming fast enough. They're struggling to be able to bring down these heroes as the two cores, IG, they're having a little bit of damage problems here. They can't fight through all of this one.
It's all getting split. I mean, who are you focusing here? JT's just out. He says
somehow everybody's going to be able to get out on the side of BetBoom despite all of those spells being thrown around. G2.iG, Bobolka got out. Somehow only the Earthshaker dies on G2.iG.
NTS, you are a cursed man apparently, as you know, BKB into Butterfly here pump out the deeps, because when all 6 of these debuff immunity BKBs or rages go off, you have to win that fight.
Jumping out of JT. Just picked up the shard from the Tormentor. That kill was worth a healthy amount too. Okay, G2.iG just back out. Still want to be playing underneath their ward. They go
back
kill
out.
now, and they get it. BKB activated though, buying nothing to say.
Stuck in a corner.
He puts himself in the corner and TP's out. Monet with his Scotty. Oh, nice dead shot though. He was slowing down some of these heroes. Maybe he could have killed Pure if they could have kept on top of him, but the dent shot pushing Monet back.
Daedal is completed for Monet. This is the damage you need to win a team fight. You have to make it work. You have to combine it with the lockdown between the Shaker and the Lion right now. Find some big targets.
They got to get a monster initiation from Nothing to Say, and he is close to getting it.
GPK, they get the Hex.
They spot the Storm Spirit. Kande finishes up. GT's going to push them both together. Nothing to Say gets that initiation for the BKB, who's already up from Pure. Nothing to Say doesn't do enough. Monet comes in. Yeah, he kills Say, but the cores are still up on the side of BetBoom, and they're chasing down heroes now. JT, he can't really go far. Monet is being kited around during his meta. It's not looking good for G2.iG right now with Save coming the buyback, and Monet's gonna call it quits. Immediately BKB, TP's down. JT can't find a corner to hide in. BetBoom wants him down.
What an awkward initiation. Speaks volumes about how BetBoom shut him down in the early game and is just not giving him any freedom in the fight. They are focusing the hell out of him.
And a Fisher block kind of says everything here. G2.iG
stalling.
Just want to stall, do not want to take the team fight, but BetBoom are not going to give them a moment to breathe here. Poke at the tower, immediate jump onto the Lion. See if they can burst him down during this BKB, and they've got him dead to rights. No problem there. IG struggling to be able to put together a defense in response to that Lion dying. Get nothing for it.
See if it's enough for this next fight. Down 20k, no easy targets here. And a Hex done for GPK makes their initiations that much easier as he's infested and he's looking to go. Ward is in favor of
There's that Hex. There's an Echo Slam slowing all their damage, but the Force Staff got him away far enough. They could not finish him off. Once again, BetBoom doing everything they can to secure GPK's life, and once they've done that, the fight is easy. They're gonna run down JT, no problem. 2 cores dead on the side of G2.iG will be a green light for BetBoom to head straight down the mid lane.
The infest was absolutely disgusting there from BetBoom. Nightfall, Rage pops out in Abyssal's NTS. Prevents any sort of chain stun there. I don't think they have to force this, right? I mean, you're playing for Roshan here.
Wrapping around through the side. BetBoom going to play around this high ground ward. G2.iG, are they going to stumble into this one? Smokes only are going to last so much longer. Are they actually going to... They're going to try and pick somebody off defending this creep wave that is pushing into tier 3.
They know Pure has been playing on his own the whole time. That is a great off.
They got vision of him too. Perfect opportunity. Laying it up. Boboka. He makes that initiation. The follow-up is there from JT. They have the chain stuns and they get the kill. G2.iG finally put together a game plan that sets them up really nicely. I mean, they get that free kill, they're hitting the tier 3, and BetBoom are not quite sure what to do here.
Yeah, do you TP back and take the fight? Do you give up Roshan control? Roshan just spawned, by the way.
Deadshot, push him in. Save, starts putting out some damage onto Monet. He's forced to use his BKB defensively here.
You gotta get the hell out.
GPK TP's back and will not jump
after. Or not. They're going to try to retake the fight here. Bait it back out.
This is the play-to-win play, but they can't quite finish up Nightfall. The damage isn't quite there in time. No chain stuns, and now Monet's in trouble. Can he get off the Thunder? Pops Samantha. Hit by the Abyss of Blade. He can't get it off. The Supernova explosion comes half a second too late. And BetBoom, by killing the carry, have won the fight. And now they can go for that Roshan that they wanted. Looks like X-Nova will be an additional kill on their way out.
It's just BetBoom running down the lanes. They do not want Roshan here. They want more.
Nothing to say, does have an invis room, but GPK has a gem. So nothing to say, it's just gonna be chain stun before he even get an enchant totem to run himself away. Finally a stun, a little bit of bottle. GPK runs out of mana and nothing to say will survive for now, but the problem is survival is not winning. They're losing buildings right now.
Yeah, they opted for 2 lanes and they will go back for Roshan. You are absolutely going to get decimated. So this initiation for G2.iG is all in at this point.
Okay, there's that Roshan call. So G2.iG know that they're inside of the pit right now and there is a debuff on BetBoom.
Nightfall used his Abyssal here. It's on cooldown.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Toronto Tokyo trying to stop the initiation. Roshan half health. BetBoom.
Gonna come down to NTS and Maboka. When you jump, who you catch.
JT makes that initiation onto the lifesteal. Immediate rebuttal, but good Echo Slam again, lacking the chain stuns. But the Supernova is gonna go off successfully on the side. Monet is struggling to be able to hit even if these heroes, though, and inside of the pit, they can still finish up this Roshan.
Doesn't know what to do.
Be able to jump back after the Ogre. They try and chase after him, but it's inside of the pit. They actually get the Aegis because they jumped out of it with the lifesteal. He went for kills instead. He went for nothing to say, and he does manage to get it. It looks like it doesn't matter if they have the extra life because Monet gets cut down by just Pure.
Buybacks from G2.iG. They're TPing outposts. They need to find something
look
here.
At that. Abashers hits the site, everything. They don't care if you have a second life. You can take the Aegis keys, everything you want. All of those things because BetBoom have the power of just sheer money. 37K up with all of their heroes scaling well past your power.
20K net worth, says Toronto Tokyo. What is yours? Indeed, it's a good question. I'll tell you, it's less, my friend. It is less, whatever the number is right now. He knows that their greed has paid off in this game. G2.iG were not able to punish it or find any openings. And damn, BetBoom just economic their way to a swift 2-0 here as G2.iG are eliminated from the tournament in quiet fashion, right? 7 kills in a 50-minute game. That tells you everything you need to know about the dynamic of this series. Just stifled.
Yeah. BetBoom is showing big time very comfortably here on the stage. And that comfort is going to help because they still have another match to go. Another elimination match ahead of them later on to the day. But this one was a nice warm-up for them. G2.iG managed to get the 2-0 over them comfortably.